Good evening, Minashi. Good evening, Mazia. How are you guys?
Good evening, sir. Fine.
Fine.
Fine, sir.
By the way, Minashi and Mazia, have you guys registered in the web portal or the app?
In the app,
Yes,
In the
the
app.
web portal.
yes.
Web portal.
Sorry. Okay. One in the web and one in the app. Okay, fine. Now that's what I wanted to ask because you will get the assignments and the test over there. I hope you know that, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Like right now, I came to know.
Right now?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Acha, you did not know that. Okay. So where did we end yesterday? Not yesterday. I mean the last class. Yes, Minashi and Mazia. Where did we end the last class?
Gaseous state.
Gaseous state. Okay. Did we do the units of pressure? No, no. I don't think we did units of pressure. No, we did. We have not done. Let me just start sharing my screen. I have not been given the host. Let us wait for a few minutes, okay? If others will join, then we will start. Any doubt from the last lesson? From the last class, did you have any doubt? No? Yes? Anyone? So no doubt, okay. Khalil has joined. What happened today? People are joining very late. Yes, Khalil, how are you? Good evening, how are you? Razan has also joined. Good evening, Razan. Assalamu alaikum, Khalil and Razan. How are you guys? I'm audible, na?
Good evening, sir.
Is-
Fine, sir.
Fine, okay. Razan, were you there in the last class?
Yes, sir.
Acha, okay. To share our screen. So in the last class, we did tell the gaseous state, and we saw that what are the parameters where that determine and that define the behavior of gases. Okay, what are the parameters? So those parameters were pressure, temperature, volume, and number of moles. Now for these three, you are well acquainted with the units that are used in these parameters. Okay, so these quantities for temperature we use what Kelvin scale in science, and otherwise we use Fahrenheit or degree Celsius. For volume, liter, meter cube, centimeter cube, these things are there. And for number of moles, we have what the mole is the mole is the unit for number of mole or the amount of substance. But we have not learned much things about the units of pressure. Maybe you have learned in physics class in the first chapter, unit dimension and measurement, but it is a better idea to revise those things. So please write with me units of pressure. Units of pressure. What is pressure? Pressure is force per unit area. Force per unit area. Force per unit area. Now, who will tell me what is the SI unit for pressure? SI unit for pressure is what?
Pascal.
Pascal. Very good. So the SI unit is Newton per meter square, and 1 Newton per meter square is equal to Pascal, and the symbol for Pascal is PA. We have some other units. The most famous is 1 atm, which is equal to, which is approximate, I mean, which is equal to, please write, 1.01325 bar, and 1 bar is equal to 0.987 atm. Also please write 1 bar is equal to what? 1 bar, it is equal to 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Okay, rather 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Also write 1 atm. So if you use this 1 atm is equal to 1.01325 bar, na? So 1 atm is equal to what? 1 atm is equal to 1.01325 bar. And this much bar will be equal to 1.01325. And what is 1 bar? 1 bar is 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Okay. So we have written this just the same number, and then the we have converted bar to Pascal. Okay, we have converted bar to Pascal. So you can directly write 1 atm is equal to what? 1.012325 Pascal into 10 to the 5 Pascal. There are some other units also, that is mm of Hg. So 1 atm is equal to 76 centimeter of Hg or 760 mm of Hg. 1 atm is also equal to 760 torr. So these are the units of pressure. Please write this down. Please write this down. Also write in one more sheet where so that you can easily access it. Okay. So write in, maybe you just write in your notebook as of now while you are revising this lesson and this lecture now. Please write this down, all the units of pressure in another sheet, and from there what you can do, it should be in your hands reach whenever you are doing some problems and you want these units of pressure. So it should be there. You will look at the what is the conversion factor, then apply it in the solution. Let me know if you're done, guys. Please raise your hand if you're done. Okay, Razan is done. Minashi is done. Waiting for Khalil, Mazia, and others. Mazia is done. Khalil is also done. Okay, fine. Now write gas laws. Gas laws. Okay. Now in gas law, we have 4 gas laws. We will start with the number 1, that is Boyle's law. Boyle's law. Okay. Now Boyle's law gives you, it gives you the relationship between pressure and volume. So pressure volume relation. Pressure volume relation. Please write the statement with me, then we will explain it. Okay. At constant temperature, the volume of a fixed amount of gas, the volume of a fixed amount of gas is inversely proportional is inversely proportional to its pressure. Okay, it means P is what? Inversely proportional to, or rather I can write volume is inversely proportional to pressure. Hence we can also write volume is equal to some constant into 1 by P. Hence PV will be equal to a constant. Okay, and this constant is what it is? This constant, it represents the temperature and number of moles. That means if the constant will increase, temperature or either temperature will increase or the number of moles will increase, or what can happen, or both will increase. Okay, so increase in constant, it means what? The constant terms, they are increasing in value. Write this down, let me know if you're done, we will explain it. I hope this is not very tough. These are simple relationship between the parameters. Okay. Khalid, just waiting for you. Okay, everyone is done. To its pressure. Suppose we have some these are two containers. And these are the same container, let us say. Okay. So initially we had some volume, but after that what we did, we decreased the volume here. Okay. So what we have done, we have decreased the volume. So it is very evident that here if it is P1, the volume is V1. Here the pressure will be P2. The volume will be V2. Right, guys? P1, P1, V1, P2, V2. P1, V1, P2, V2. But since both of these, the amount of gases is same and the temperature is constant here, then I can write P1, V1 is equal to a constant, and also P2, V2 is also equal to a constant. Hence we can what write P1, V1 is equal to P2, V2. Okay. But this equation, please be very careful while using this equation. Please write a note. Please write here. When the pressure or volume of a fixed amount of gas is changed, the relation between the product of initial and final pressure and volume are same. Any doubt, guys? Are you guys following? Yes or no? Yes, Razan, Mazia, Khalil.
Yes, sir.
Yes, na? So these are very simple laws. Please write this down. Let me know if you're done. Raise your hand if you're done, okay? Okay, everyone is done. All right, the relationship between density and pressure. The relationship between density and pressure. So there are two ways to define it, okay? There are two ways. So let us take this example that we here had. Razan, can you tell me where is the pressure? Sorry, where is the pressure high? Yeah, where is the pressure high? P1 or P2, which is higher?
P2.
P2 is higher. That means what about the volume? Volume is less here, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Volume is less here, okay? So as pressure increases, what happened? Volume decreases, right? Volume decreases. But what about the amount of gas? The amount of gas is fixed, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if the amount of gas is fixed, that means the mass of gas is fixed. If the mass is fixed and the volume is getting down, okay? So mass is what? Mass is fixed and the volume is getting down. That means the density will. What is the relation? Density is equal to mass by volume. Now, since mass is constant, I can say density is inversely proportional to volume, and also pressure is inversely proportional to volume, right? Hence, we can say this will imply that density is directly proportional to pressure. Density will happen. What density will also increase? Why? Because mass is same. Mass is constant only. Fixed amount of gas will have the same mass, but the volume is decreasing. If the volume will decrease, what will happen? The denominator will. The volume is decreasing. The denominator. This volume will also decrease. If the volume is decreasing, density will get above, and hence we can see that pressure and density, these are what? Directly proportional. Write this down. Let me know if you're done. Okay, everyone is done. Oh, Khalid, when did you join? I just saw you. Yes, Khalid, Mohammed Khalid. Okay, please answer me in chat, okay? If you cannot turn the mic on. Now let us look at practical implication of what? Practical implication of Boyle's law. Okay. Minashi, you will tell me, have you ever made a scenery in your school?
Sorry?
Scenery.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Razan, what about you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Mazia, Khalil, Shoaib. Shoaib has also joined just now. Yes, Mazia. Have you ever made a
Yes, sir.
scenery? Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What did all of you make? Tell na. Mazia, what did you make?
The scenery.
Scenery. What did you make? Mountains and sun.
Probably. And a river.
What about Razan? Minashi. Same thing.
Yeah.
And this is creativity, na? This is creativity. Indian creativity ये सिखाया जाता है कन्याकुमारी से लेकर कश्मीर तक सारे बच्चे यही बना रहे हैं. How weird, नहीं? They will make something like this. They will make a river like this. And if they want to get a bit more creative, they will make a hut. They will make a hut like this. If they want a bit more, they will add some tiles in the hut, and they will add the tiles in this way. So they will add a tile here. They will leave this part, and they will add here. Then what they will do? They will add a tile here. Then they will add a tile here. पूरा architect बन जाते हैं बच्चे. और यहाँ पे कैसे से beautiful home with some windows, and then they will do like this. है ना? I don't know who was this teacher who taught each and every kid the same thing. And I don't know how generational this is. I have not asked my parents, by the way. I should have asked my parents. Okay, if you get time, you will ask your parents that what did they make in drawing classes, and we will see that if it is intergenerational or not. The same scenery is going on from the previous generation to this generation. Why I was asking about scenery is because let us suppose there are some mountains, and here you have sea. Okay, here you have sea. So all of you know the term atmospheric pressure, yes or no? You guys haven't heard of atmospheric pressure? Yes. Razan, Khalil, Mazia, Minashi, guys?
Yes, sir.
You have heard of atmospheric pressure, na? Suppose this is sea level. Okay. And this is the Mount Everest. This is Mount Everest. And we will call this sea level as A, the Mount Everest point as B. You have to tell me where there will be more pressure in the chat, please. A or B. You have to compare it and tell me the answer in chat. See, I'm not very much interested in the answer. I'm more interested in the explanation that you will be giving. All of you understood the question, right? Yes, no, yes or no? All of you understood it? Yeah? No? Okay, Khalid. Yes, Razan, Mazia, Minashi, Shoaib, and Khalid. All of you understood this, right? What is the question? Huh? No. Arey bhai, what happened? Razan?
Yes, sir. I'm typing.
You understood it, right? Okay. Arey, I'm asking itna देर से हम पूछ रहे हैं. You guys have no courtesy and all. Don't even want to reply. Okay, Minashi, I've got from Khalil and Minashi. Khalil and Minashi, I hope you are just figuring out the explanation also, right? Just formulate and phrase your arguments. You have to defend your answers. हाँ रजान, आप कुछ भेज रही थी. You were okay, Razan. Okay. Mazia, what about you?
Yes, sir.
Did you haven't sent the answer, no?
No,
You're thinking?
I will just say.
Acha, you understood the question? Did you understand
Yeah.
the question? Okay.
Yeah.
Muhammad Khalid, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Did you get the question?
Yes, sir.
What is the question?
Where there will be more pressure.
What about you, Shoaib? Okay, Masia. So answer it, okay? Muhammad Khalid, answer it. You have to send the answer in chat. Yes, Shoaib. Shoaib, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So I have been calling you for a very long time. Why you are not answering? Tell me, did you understand the question? Yes, Shoaib.
A little.
A little?
Maybe.
What word did you not understand?
No, I understand. But
Okay. Those who have given me the answer. Okay, Khalid, can you please explain the answer?
The mountain is higher, so the pressure there will be more.
Why? Why? I mean, you have just stating the thing that you have written in the answer. I'm asking why.
Because you go higher up in the atmosphere.
And
The pressure starts increasing.
why? Why? I mean, what is so special about going high that the pressure starts to increase? And what causes the pressure? The first question that you should be asking yourself is, what is the cause of atmospheric pressure? Why is there atmospheric pressure?
The decrease of oxygen.
Huh? The decrease of oxygen?
I mean, like when you go up, there'll be less oxygen compared to sea
Why?
level.
Why? Uh-huh. Think, Khalid, okay? Think. What is changing when you're going higher and higher, na? Nothing is changing if you're going higher. If there is something which is changing, please you have to tell me. You don't say that, sir, altitude is increasing. So it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. What is changing? Yes, Khalil, can you explain your answer?
So the atmospheric pressure at the sea level will be because
No, I'm not asking what is the answer. I'm asking, can you explain that? You conclude ना, वो conclusion में आप रखिएगा, है ना? You
Yes,
understand what I'm saying? हाँ, ठीक है, बताइए.
the density at the sea level will be more compared to that of the mountain because there's a lot many more gases at sea level compared to the mountain. The air density.
If I want to ask why the density will be higher?
Because the distance between the atmosphere and the mountain is less compared to the distance between the atmosphere and the sea level.
I mean, that is the sole reason, but density abhi nahi aana tha. Abhi density nahi aana tha. Let me explain, okay? He's saying the right thing. So see, the sea level experiences this much of atmosphere, okay? But the mountain, it experiences only this much atmosphere, okay? Only this much atmosphere, right? What does it mean? What is the cause of atmospheric pressure? Why there is pressure from the atmosphere? Because we have various gaseous molecule in the air, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide mainly. So when these gases are pulled by the gravitational force, they exert a pressure. That is atmospheric pressure, plain and simple. The gravitational force is acting on the gaseous molecules, and hence they are pulled towards the earth. And when they are pulled towards the earth, we have atmospheric pressure. Obviously, when here we have a lot more gas, right? Because this will have a lot more gas rather than this part here. Okay, because what if you are in the mountain, you are experiencing this much pressure. That is why what will happen, A will be having higher pressure. Okay, all of you understood this, yes or no? A will have higher pressure than B. Yes, Shoaib. Khalid, did you understand? Any doubt? Tell me.
No, sir.
No. So the first basic point is that the sea level will be experiencing more atmosphere. That means more gaseous molecule will be there. Why? Because obviously you can see the area here. Okay, from sea level to the atmosphere, wherever it ends, it is higher. Fine. So let us write a point from this. At higher altitudes, please write this with me. At higher altitudes, the pressure is low. And according to Boyle's law, the pressure is low, and according to Boyle's law, what will happen? Hence, the volume is, according to Boyle's law, volume is what? Volume is higher. If the volume will be higher, then what about concentration? The concentration will become low. If the volume is higher, okay, when the volume is higher, then what will happen? Since the volume is low, people in higher altitudes people in higher altitudes have low concentration of oxygen in their blood. This causes a disease called what? This causes a disease called altitude sickness. Or anoxia. Write this down. Let me know if you're done. All of you understood this, yes or no? Miss Razan, Minashi, Khalil, Khalid.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Okay, waiting for Khalil, Shoaib, and Muhammad Khalid. Khalid is done. Yes, Shoaib and Muhammad Khalid, please let me know if you're done. Shoaib, are you there? Okay. Next, write graphical representation. Rather, just write graphs. I hope you must have learned the conic section chapter. Yes or no? A straight line at least. Yes or no, guys? Straight line हो गया आप लोगों का कि नहीं हुआ?
Yes, sir.
अरे no. You
Done,
must have.
sir.
Sure. So the first graph is y is equal to mx plus c. All of you have seen this equation, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Here is y and here is x. And there will be a line which is passing through the y-axis, and that is known as the y-intercept. Okay. So this part here is what? This is c. If I get a line here and get this as theta, tan theta will be equal to what? Tan theta will be equal to m. We have got all the things. Y equal to m, x, and c. Okay. So this is what this is known as the slope intercept form, of straight line. Now, what will happen if I put the c as 0, y will become y is equal to mx. Y is equal to mx. Then what will happen? What will happen? Now, since c is equal to 0, since c is equal to 0, I have to remove the c here. Okay, remove the c here. And then if the c has been removed, this intercept will not be there. This intercept will not be there. What will be there? This particular line. It will get down somewhere here. Again, this tan theta is equal to the m, that is the slope. This tan theta is equal to slope. This is the second graph. Right, the third graph. X into y is equal to constant. X into y is equal to constant. Now, to plot this graph, okay, how many of you know this graph? X into y is equal to constant. How many of you can draw this graph? Tell me. Okay, you have not seen this. X into y is equal to constant. Yes or no? Or have you seen this graph, this equation? Fast. Yes or no? No. Okay, fine. So what we will do, we will try to make this in some form. Okay, so we will try two things. We will write in terms of x is equal to constant divided by y. You can also write y is equal to constant divided by x. If I put y is equal to 0, I will be getting x is equal to some constant by 0, which is equal to infinity. And this will be also y is equal to some constant by x is equal to some constant by 0, which will be equal to infinity. That means at the extremes, when you have this as the y-axis and this as the x-axis, then on the extremes, what do you have? On the extremes that you have, if x is getting to 0, y will get to infinity. So something like this. Here also what is happening? If x is equal to 0, as x approaches 0, the y will be approaching infinity. And x into y, that means what is that? X into y. If I say constant, what is constant? Constant is when x and y, they both are equal. When x and y, they both are equal, and when they multiply, they give a constant. So it will be somewhere here. So if they are equal, they will be somewhere here. So you will have this type of graph. But let me just write this graph here like this by the use of this circle that I have made. Okay, so this is not very perfect graph. I need to erase a few parts. And we can just increase the size here. Okay, so this is a better graph. This is known as what? This is known as rectangular hyperbola. Okay. All of you understood this graph? Yes or no? Tell me. Write all these three. Let me know if you're done. Okay, waiting for Razan, Khalil, and Mazia. Guys, let me know if you're done. Okay, all of you are done. Fine. So let me just share this. Can all of you see this? Tell me. Can everyone see this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So I will be making a few graphs here. Okay, I will be making a few graphs. Can you see x into y is equal to? Can you see this? X into y is equal to?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is equal to 1. So you see a graph. It is similar to what we drew. Correct? Yeah. And what is this point? What is this point here? This point is 1 into 1, right? This point is 1, 1. So 1, 1 is equal to 1, 1. Okay. Now, if I will increase the constant, what I will be doing? 1 is the constant here. If I am increasing the constant, let us see xy is equal to xy is equal to it is like 2. Can you see that there what kind of shift is there? Rightwards or towards leftward? If I increase the constant, the graph is shifting rightwards or leftwards? Tell me. Look and tell me. Right or left? What is happening to the graph? No one can see this. Did I ask such a hard question? Okay, so you have one graph, yes or no? All of you see? Razan, Mazia, Minashi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is this graph? Tell me now. What is the equation for this graph? What is the equation for this graph? Yes, Khalil.
So y is equal to 1 by x.
Y is equal to 1 by x, or x into y is equal to 1. You can see the same thing here. What is the constant here?
1.
1. So now I'm adding another graph, and the constant here is what? For the blue one, what is the constant there?
2.
2. So tell me that the graph, if I compare 1 and 2, then which is more rightwards, 1 or 2?
2.
2 is more rightwards, right? See? As we are increasing the constant's value, the graph is shifting rightwards. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no. As we are shifting rightwards, the graph is getting, the constant is getting higher and higher. The constant is getting higher and higher. Can everyone see this? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So write a point. Write a point in rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola, the value of constant increases as the graph shifts rightwards. Please write this down. Let me know if you're done. All of you done? Tell me. Yeah, is everyone done? Shoaib, I'm waiting for you. Okay. Now we will write the graphical representation of Boyle's law. So I will be writing a few equation. I will be writing some plots. I will be writing the X and Y axis, and I will also teach you how you have to identify which formula will be used. So for Boyle's law, there is only one formula. What is the formula? PV is equal to constant. PV is equal to constant. This is the only formula, and we will be using this formula in order to generate a few graphs. So please write with me. Graphs of Boyle's law. Okay, graphs of Boyle's law. So the first equation is, see, we know this equation, PV is equal to constant. PV is equal to constant. So what we can do, we can have the P in the Y axis, the volume in the X axis, and we can write X into Y is equal to constant. And this will be one graph. So now what you are doing, you're getting from equation to the graph, okay, from the equation to the graph. But what will happen? You will be given a graph like this, P versus V graph, and you have to identify P versus V. You will have P here, you have V here. Okay, that is fine, that is cool. And they will be giving you a graph. You can just scroll a bit here. Copy this and paste this. Okay, so they have a graph like this, and they will be asking some questions. So what you will do, you will see the graph, and then you will formulate what equation is used here. So P is what? P is the Y axis. So you will write like this. Y. Volume is what? The X axis, and this is rectangular hyperbola. That is why this will be constant. Okay, this will be constant. Graphs is what you have to know each and everything of the graphs. Okay, so there are many things. First is that they will directly ask you what is the graph of P versus V. Then how will you make it? You will say that the only equation for P versus V is what? PV is equal to constant. So what we can do, we can keep Y here, we can keep X here, and we can say that X into Y is equal to constant. And hence the graph will be rectangular hyperbola. Okay, rectangular hyperbola. Fine, everyone? Fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, so we can write here P into V is equal to constant. Okay, and this constant, this represents what? Temperature and number of moles. Okay, temperature and number of moles. Yeah, write this graph. We have three plots here. And all of these plots are for a same gas. Okay, all of these plots are for same gas. So all the same gases were kept in a container. Please listen. And this is at temperature T1, this is at temperature T2, this is at temperature T3. Then they change the pressure and volume. Okay, they will change the pressure and volume for each of these gases, and they constructed the plot. Okay, so T1 temperature, let us suppose it is 20 degrees Celsius. They calculate the they saw that the pressure is how much and the volume is how much. Then they increase the pressure and then they calculated the volume. So when they are increasing the pressure, and so the volume will be decreasing. So initially, if it was here, it will be moving this way. Okay, so this is how they constructed the graph. But they have asked you what is the relationship between, what is the compare? You have to compare T1. This graph is for T1. This graph is for T2, and this graph is for T3. So you have to compare these graphs. Okay, you have to compare these temperatures. So what is T1, T2, and T3, which will be higher? We have options A, T1 smallest than T2 followed by T3. B will be T1, T2, T3. C will be T2, T1, T3. D, T2, T1, T3, and E, don't know, or rather I am stuck. Write this down. Also write the question. Let me know if you're done. All of you understood this question, yes or no? Huh? All of you understood this question, no? This question. Okay, Masya. What about others? नहीं समझ में आया क्या आप लोग को सवाल? Khalil, Minashi, Razan. You guys did not understand the question. Please say yes or no. Why you guys take so much time? क्या हो गया आप लोगों को? हाँ, नहीं आप लोगों को समझ नहीं, सवाल समझ में आया कि नहीं आया ये बताने के लिए बस पूछ रहे हैं, हम जवाब नहीं मांग रहे हैं आप लोगों से. I'm just asking, did you understand this question what I'm trying to ask or no? Because I've not written the question as of now. Yes, Razan?
I didn't understand the question.
You did not understand the question? Okay. Khalil has understood the question. Okay, Razan. So you don't know what, I mean, this T1, T2, and T3, all these businesses there, right? Okay. Suppose, acha, can we take a gas in 100 degrees Celsius and we can close this? Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but one of these has a piston kind of thing, and you can increase the pressure. You can change the volume. You can change the volume. Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now please tell me. Let us say this is T3. Let us say this is T3. We are moving. We are at this point. Okay. This is the volume, and this is the pressure. This is the volume. This is the pressure. Fine. We calculated the volume. So this much was the volume, and we calculated the pressure. This much was the pressure. Then we plotted that in a graph. We marked a point. Okay. Fine. Razan. Okay. Now then we push the piston inside. Then we push the piston inside. So what will happen? The volume will increase or decrease?
Decrease.
It will decrease. So tell me, this point, it will go rightwards or leftwards? The new volume will be rightwards or leftwards?
Left.
Left. Okay. So it will be somewhere here. Let us suppose it went here. Okay. So this was the volume, and then the pressure will be this much. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you understand how these are created, these plots.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what? So this is at T3. So we kept the constant temperature, and then we changed the pressure and volume. Then again they took with then they bought this gas by heating or cooling to some pressure. Let us say T2. Fine. Then again they increased and decreased the pressure and volume to draw the blue plot and similarly the yellow plot. Okay. Now you understood? Yes or no, Razan? Can you answer now? Can you try now? Okay, fine. Okay, listen. Khalil, you will tell me. I'm asking you some questions. Okay. Yes, Khalil.
Yes, sir.
So pressure and volume, I mean, pressure into volume is equal to constant. And this constant, it represents what? Temperature or number of moles or both? Yes or no? Because
Yes, sir.
temperature and number of moles is what it is constant in Boyle's law. It is constant in Boyle's law. Okay. Now, if I have a gas, and then I am increasing and decreasing the temperature, and at different temperatures, I am measuring the Boyle's plot. And example T3 के लिए ये था, then you had T2, and then you had here T1. Okay, fine. Now the gas is same, na? Because we are just heating and cooling the gas, so the gases molecules is same. Yes or no? The number of molecules in these container.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So number of moles will be constant. So what can change only? Temperature.
Yes, sir.
So for these plots, whose constant is higher? If I say this is K1 constant and it has K2 constant, it has K3 constant. So can you tell me the order for which will be higher constant? K1, K2, and K3?
K1,
Tell me.
K2, and K3 in that order. K1 will
I mean
be
K1,
greater than K2. Then K2.
K2 and K3. Now this K1 represents what? Temperature only, no? That is what we have written, no? This constant, it represents temperature or the number of moles. Now, since the number of mole is same, because we have the same gaseous molecules whose temperature we kept as T3, then plotted, then T2, then we plotted the graph, and after that we kept it as T1 and then plotted the graph. Okay, Minashi, Masia, Razan, Shoaib, Khalid, and Khalil. All of you understood this? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
you will be asked this. Okay, you will be asked regarding the temperature, where it will be higher and where it will be lower. Then what you have to do, you have to always find out what is the constant here, है ना? Constant को आप देखिए, constant अगर बढ़ रहा है, then क्या होगा? If constant is increasing, the temperature will also increase. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
है ना?
Yes, sir.
So that's what you have to always check. Okay, what is happening to the constant? Where is the constant higher? Where is the constant higher? That is the question that you should ask yourself whenever you see a plot in which you have to compare the temperature. Okay, most of the time you will be asked to compare the temperature in Boyle's law. Then if you learn the Charles law, then you will be asked to compare the pressure and so on. So please write this down. Let me know if you're done. I hope everyone has written this. Yes or no? No. Yes.
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 Yes. Okay. Then right. So we have this pressure is equal to, sorry, one equation. We have one equation. PV is equal to constant. PV is equal to constant. We can also write this P is equal to what? P is equal to constant into 1 by V. Yes or no? बताइए. Can we write it like this? Okay. Now we can write it like this. If I take 1 by V as X and P as Y, okay, the whole 1 by V is what? X. So this will be Y is equal to, this is a constant. This is a constant into X. So it is something like Y is equal to MX, yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. So this is a graph which is passing through origin. This is a straight line graph which is passing through origin. Okay, it is passing through origin. So this is the graph. Okay, this is the graph. So don't write this part. Okay, don't write this part. Second graph is P versus 1 by V. P versus 1 by V. Here you have pressure, and in the x-axis you have 1 by V. Okay, you have 1 by V. So you will be given like this only. You will be given like this only. You will be given plot, or how will be the plot for P versus 1 by V. P versus 1 by V. Let us suppose you have few graphs like this. The equation here is what? The equation, you have to understand the equation also. Okay, this is important. The equation is P is equal to the constant into 1 by V. And if I represent this into x and y, you can write that y is equal to mx. So you have to look at what is the constant here, m, na? So you have to look where m is higher, and then only you can comment which temperature will be higher. Okay, so I'm plotting a few graphs. This is 1. This is 2. This will make T1, T2, T3, which is higher. Okay. Again, you have the same option. चलिए लिखिए बताइए है ना. Write this down. Let me know, Isha. Okay, so this will be pressure and this will be volume. Yeah, Khalil. You've got answer from Khalil. What about others? I hope you can identify at least what is the constant, right? The slope is the constant. I hope you understand how to identify where the slope is higher and where the slope is smaller. We have got answer from Razan and Khalil till now. Waiting for others. Is you have to understand where is the slope higher. I mean this is very intuitive question also. If you want to detect which is the slope, where the slope is higher, you just add a ball and then just detect which will fall more rapidly. That's it. The slope will be higher there. I think you guys can answer now. And Khalil and Razan, you guys can confirm your answers, right? I hope you are very sure about your answer. Yes or no? A, B, C, D, Mazia. Mazia, no. I will delete these. No. I have written when I have written the option, then why are you answering like this, T2, T1, and like this? Please write an answer for A, B, C, D, or E. Okay, good. Thank you. Waiting for others. Minashi? No idea? Minashi? Or are you thinking? Okay, Minashi, now you got it. Okay. Yeah, I got your answer, Minashi. Khalid and Shoaib? Khalid and Shoaib,
Yes, sir.
what you have, we don't understand? Khalid, tell me. Okay, Shoaib, got your answer. Khalid? Yes, Khalid? Can you explain your answer, Khalid? I hope if you are answering, if there is an option of don't know, I hope everyone is answering in a way that they can explain their answers. Okay. Yes, Khalid, can you please explain your answer? Please don't waste my time. Khalid, please. I know that you can turn the mic on and you can speak. Please start speaking. I will help you. Don't worry. Yes, Khalid.
I don't know, sir.
So then if you don't know, there was an option, na?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So tell me, do you know slope? Have you ever heard of this word slope?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is a slope? I mean, can you define it can be defined in various ways. I hope if you know that. I hope you know that. It can be defined in what many ways. So tell me a few ways by which you can define it. There is some relationship with the tan theta. There is some relationship between the perpendicular and the base, right? So tell. Fast. The time. Khalid, tell me what is a slope? How will you define it mathematically?
That is an inclined line.
It is an inclined line. Do you think you are doing justice to the definition? Yes, Khalid, fast. Tell me. Yes, Mohammed Khalid, I'm waiting. If you won't speak, how can I help you? You speak a word and then you turn the mic off. So you have just heard about this word and you don't know what is slope. So slope is the tan theta. I mean, this is your slope. I mean, it is a ratio. It is a ratio of the base and the perpendicular. It basically depends. It basically tells you that for each increase in y-axis, for each change in y-axis, I can say what is the change in the x-axis. Okay, what is the change in x-axis? So you can say that it is del y by del x. Okay, del y by del x. Those who have mathematics, they would also see that this is dy by dx. Right? This is how we represent. This is how we represent slope. It is also what, because it is y. This is y-axis, na? So this is perpendicular by base, which is tan theta. That is why this is also tan theta. You have to remember this is the theta here. This is the theta. Okay, this is the theta. Now, if you compare the thetas also, you can answer. You can answer what? You can answer which of the slope is highest here. Which of the slope is highest here. But for that, you have to know a few values of theta, and you have to know the relationship between the theta and tan theta. This is, I mean, you can do this at home, and you can see that if you see the values of tan theta, it is directly proportional to the theta. Tan theta is directly proportional to theta. If theta increases, the value of tan theta also increases. It goes from 0, then at 45 it is 1, and then again it is 90, it is infinite. So as the theta increases, the tan theta also increases. So let us look at the thetas here. So this is theta 1. This one is theta 2. And this one is theta 3. So we can obviously see that theta 1 is highest. Then you have theta 2. Then you have theta 3. Hence, I can say that tan theta 1 is greater than tan theta 2. It is greater than tan theta 3. Hence, M1 is greater than M2. It is greater than M3. And hence, what will happen? T1 will be greater than T2. It will be greater than T3. And see, if you roll the balls, you can easily find that this will fall very fastly, followed by this, and then followed by this. That is why you can say that T1 is highest, then T2, and then T3. Please write this down. Let me know if you're done. I think most of you are done, right? Just let me know if you're not done. Then write the next graph. PV versus V or PV versus V. PV versus V. So here we have the equation which is PV is equal to constant, right? Let us plot the graphs. What will be the graph here? We have in the y-axis we have PV, and here we have P, here we have PV, and here we have V. So since PV is what it is y is equal to constant, that means if I change the P, there will be no change in the y-axis. That is why it will be a straight line. It will be a straight line which is parallel to y-axis. So it will be like this. Okay, similarly here it will be like this, parallel to the x-axis. It is a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Why? Because even if the P is what 1, the y is constant. Y is constant. Y will be constant. If I increase or decrease the P, there will be no change in what? There will be no change in the y, because we have seen the equation. What equation is what? Y is constant. PV is a constant. Here also PV is a constant. So please write this down. Let me know if you're done. And then we will move to a question. Raise your hand if you're done. Kirazan is done. Okay, so I think I can move on. The following isotherms were plotted. Following isotherms were plotted for a certain amount of gas, for a certain amount of gas. Compare T1, T2, and T3. So the graph which they have given, is something like this. You have the x and y axis. Here you have PV. Here you have P, and these are the graphs. Okay, so let us say this is T1, T2, T3. Again, you have to look at the constant. It is very simple. When I will tell you the answer, you will be seeing that so this was very simple. You have to just look at the constant. What is the constant here? How this cause the constant changing with the graph? Write this down. Let me know if you're done. Also send the answer in chat. Okay, Minashi, I've got your answer. Okay, Khalil, Razan, got your answers. Mazia, waiting for you. Mazia, Khalid, Shoaib. Okay, Mazia. Mazia, can you identify what is the constant? Yes, Shoaib, correct. Yes, Mazia, can you identify the constant? Yes or no? Tell me that first. Please speak. Okay, speak. Chat में मत लिखिए, बहुत time लगेगा. Yes, Mazia,
Yes, sir.
you are not able to identify the constant.
Yes, sir.
Acha. So tell me the equation now for this graph, for this plot. What will be the equation?
Actually, I was reconnecting for a second, so I guess I missed on this thing.
You?
I guess I was reconnecting, so like
Acha,
I
you.
went out for a
Okay.
second.
Acha. So here, this is the plot. Okay, PV is equal to constant, right? PV is equal to constant. See, if something is constant, for example, PV is what? The y-axis. Y is equal to, let us say, 2. This is 1 unit, this is 2 unit. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. When x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. X is equal to 3, y is equal to 2. Okay, so this should be satisfied that y is equal to 2. Hence, you will get a straight line. Fine. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If it is 3, for example, if y is 3, then you will have a straight line which is above. Okay, which is a bit above. Now, what is the constant here? See, whenever I say constant, now what you have to imagine is that this constant, it represents what? Temperature and number of moles. Temperature and number of moles. Okay. What is this constant representing? What is this constant representing?
Temperature, number of moles.
Okay. Now, if I say certain amount of gas, that means the number of moles is fixed, yes or no?
Yes.
If I say, right? So what will be the change? What will be changing? What will be changing?
Temperature.
Temperature. Temperature is changing. So you tell me which is having higher temperature? Okay, because all these are PV. So this is a constant, this is a constant, and this is a constant. You have to just compare the constant. Which constant is higher for T3, T2, or T1? Tell me.
T1.
T1, then T2, and then T3, right? So this is the right answer. Write this down. Let me know if you're done. Waiting. Razan, are you done?
So can
Razan,
you
Martin.
just scroll a little more up?
Okay.
I will
You want
just
to write?
copy that.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, even further. Like
This
I
one?
didn't write the previous one.
This one also?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You want to take a screenshot or you're writing some parts? I mean, you have missed some parts.
I'll just take a screenshot.
That will be fine. Because there is a lot
Okay,
to write.
sir. Thank you.
Okay. What about this one? You have written this?
I took the screenshot.
Take a screenshot. What about this? Done?
Yes, sir, done.
Done. Okay, fine. So write a question now. Write a question. A vessel of 120 ml. A vessel of 120 ml contains. A vessel of what? 120 ml contains certain amount of gas. It contains certain amount of gas. Let's say at 35 degrees Celsius. At 35 degrees Celsius. And 1.2 bar pressure. And 1.2 bar pressure. The gas is then transferred to another vessel. The gas is then transferred to another vessel, and the volume of that vessel is of volume 180 ml at 35 degrees Celsius. You have to calculate pressure of gas. Calculate the pressure of gas. So what is happening? We have a container. This has a gas. This has gas. There is some pressure. There's the volume. First of all, volume V1 is equal to how much? 120 ml. Then you have pressure. Pressure is equal to 1.2 bar. Then you have temperature. Temperature was equal to 35 degrees Celsius. Then you took some big container. Here the volume, that is V2, which was equal to 180 ml. The pressure, that is P2, which was equal to, we don't know that, we have to calculate that. The temperature is same, that is 35 degrees Celsius. So since temperature is same, and what is other things that is same? Certain amount of gas. That means the amount of gas is also same. Hence we'll apply Boyle's law. Apply Boyle's law. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So we have what terms? We have this term, that is P1 V1. We also have what? We also have V2. We just need the P2. So we'll rearrange this and we'll write P2 is equal to what? P2 is equal to P1 V1 divided by V2. So P1 V1 is equal to how much? P1 is 120. This is 1.2 bar into volume is 120 ml. This is divided by 180 ml. ml and ml will cancel out. This and this will cancel out. 0, 0. Fine. 0 and 0 will cancel out. And then you will what? Simplify. So by, let's say 6 3s are and 6 2s are. After that, this is 1.2 and this is 3. So you can divide this as 0.4. You can divide this as 0.4. So this will be just a bar is remaining here. So we'll have 0.4 into 2, which is equal to 0.8 bar. Write this down. Let me know if you're done. This was a simple question. Yes or no, guys? Easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please write this down. Let me know. Okay, if you want. Okay, have you written the question or no? Write the question. Please write the question also. Who is not done? Kimaz, yeah, right. All right, another question. Another question. A gas occupies 200 ml. A gas occupies 200 ml of 200 ml at a pressure of 200 ml at a pressure of 0.820 bar. 0.820 bar. How much volume will it occupy? How much volume will it occupy when it is subjected to external pressure of 1.025 bar. 1.025 bar. Let's say at same temperature. Okay. Fine. So we have changed the pressure to 0.125 bar. This is gas is initially 200 ml at 0.820 bar. You just have to write, the same thing according to applying Boyle's law. That is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Here we have P1 V1. We have P2 also. We need to find what? The V2. I hope you guys can do this. Please write this down question and send the answer in chat. Don't make mistakes in calculation, guys. Okay, please. I've got one answer only till now. Yes. Okay. Mazia and Minashi. Okay. Waiting for others. Yes, Khalil also got the answer. Muhammad Khalid, are you doing this? Yes or no? Yes, Muhammad Khalid.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is P2? What is P2, Muhammad Khalid? What is P2? Yes, Muhammad Khalid. Razan, please check your answer. Check the calculation. It is not right.
1.025.
Yes. Why you're taking so much time when you're doing it? Seems like you have just started when I asked you. जल्दी कीजिए, जल्दी जल्दी कीजिए. Just simple questions. Yes, Shoaib, very good, correct. Razan, see your decimal point and all. I think you're doing some mistake somewhere, some major mistake. Razan, could you identify the mistake?
Yes, I'm finding.
So you're finding the mistake. Okay. Maybe just redo the question. Be better, I guess. Yes, Mohammed Khalid, I'm waiting for your answer. Oh, well done. Shoaib is done. Razan has given, but it's not right. Khalil, Minashi, Mazia. Okay. Hmm. Yes, Khalid. Yes, Khalid. Correct. See, very good. Hana, you start, pick up the pen and start writing. Then only you will understand physical chemistry. Okay. Razan, क्या हुआ आपको मिला? कहाँ गलती हुई है?
Sir.
No? So you are
Fine.
doing it again?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, कीजिए कीजिए. Guess what happened, Razan? नहीं हुआ?
No, sir.
You're getting again the same answer. We have to find what? We have to find the volume. So V2 will be equal to V2. V2 will be equal to P1 V1 by P2. P1 V1 by P2. P1 V1 by P2. So what is P1? The pressure one is 0.820 bar. What is V1? V1 is 200 ml divided by 1.025 ml. Right? 1.025 ml? No, 1.025 bar. This bar and bar will cancel out each other. Then you have 2, right? You can see now. So you have what? We just 0.820. This is 1025. This is 200. This is 200. Okay. So 0.820 into 200 divided by, I can write this as 1025 into 10 to the power minus 3. अभी के लिए इतना कर सकते हैं because I have to cancel 200. I'm just writing this. What I can say that 25 4 25 4 is 100. 25 4 is 100, right? Yes or no? So 4 and then we will be having 2 and will be remaining. So there will be 4 0 and because 2 remains and 2 comes here. Then I add 0, then 5 comes here. This will be 401. Yes or no, guys? 401 ना? अरे भाई क्या हो गया? 25 4 is 100. 2 is here, right? Then no, not 401, 41. 41. Sorry. My bad. So I will come this 41. Yeah, 41. Now this is 41, and then what can happen? You can write it like this: 0.820 into 200 divided by 0.041, 0.041, right? Now these two can be cancelled by 2. These two can be cancelled by 2. You will have 0.820 into 200. Actually, I have divided this, and I have to divide this also, not somewhere here. So 25, 41, and 25. This will be 4 4 8 This will be 25 8 So this one's 8, and here you have 0.041. This one is 0.41 into 10 to the power minus 1. So this and this can go by 2 times. Right, so 8 to the 16 by 10 to the power minus 1. So this will be equal to 16 into 10, which is equal to 160 ml. Okay, 160 ml. Okay. Write this down. Let me know if you're done.
Thanks.
Okay. Now, before going to Charles' law, please tell me if you have a few points. And I'm asking you a few points. Okay. You have a bank. Okay, you have a bank, and this is your year 0. Okay, this is your what? Year 0. Year 0. Okay. And in year 0, you have 100 rupees. Bank says that. What is bank statement? Bank says that with 1 year increase, with each year increase, right? With each year increase, with each 1 year increase in time, if each 1 year increase in time, what will happen? The amount will increase. The amount will increase 1 by 2 times of 1 by 2 times of the original value. The original value, fine. Year 0 is what? 100 rupees. Now in year 1, we'll have this, obviously the 100 rupees will be there, plus, because it is saying that there will be in with 1 year increase in time, the amount will increase. Increase means we will add something. How much we will be adding? 1/2 times of the original value. So 1/2 of means in the BODMAS, if you write of, that means what? Means multiplication, right? So half of apple. That means whatever, how many apple is there? For example, if it is 4 apples, then half into 4, which will be equal to 2, right? So whenever you have of, it means what? Multiplication. So half of the original value. What is the original value? It is 100. The original value is 100, right? Now let us see what is happening in year 2. In year 2, what is happening? You have 100 rupees plus 1/2 into 100. Okay. Why? This is from what? This is from the previous year. This is from the previous year. This is from the previous year. Then from in this, what will be added? They have said half times of the original value. See, the original value is 100, not this one, not year 1, for the 0, year 0. So what is the original value? Original value is 100. Then again, there will be an increase of half into 100, half into 100. So you can write this. This is 100 rupees plus this term is how many times? This term is 2 times. So I can write 2 into, I can write what? 2 into half into 100, right? I'm just generalizing it. I'm just generalizing it. See, this is the original amount. This is the number of years, and this is what is the whatever bank is saying. Yes or no? The original amount. This is the number of year, and this is whatever the bank is saying. Yes or no, guys? Can you see
Yes.
this? Then if I can just multiply 2 here, and you'll see that 100 to 2/2 into 100. Okay. So again, this is what? This is your number of year. This is number of years. So if I want to generalize, I can write that this is the original amount plus number of years divided by 2 into original amount. So in nth year, how much money will I be having? I can use this formula. Yes or no, guys? We can use this formula. Anna? So please remember this formula. Okay, please listen. Don't write. Original is equal to n/2 plus original amount. Fine, everyone. Can I move to Charles' law? All of you understood this formula? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now write the Charles law. Write the Charles law. Because the relationship between the volume and temperature. Okay. So Charles law says that at constant pressure, the volume of a fixed amount of gas, the volume of what? The volume of a fixed amount of gas increases or decreases by 1/273 of volume at 0 degrees Celsius for each degree rise or fall in temperature. For each degree rise and fall in temperature, let's write respectively. That means if there is a rise in temperature, the volume increases. If there is a fall in temperature, the volume decreases by 1/273. So let us say that at 0 degrees Celsius, please listen, don't write at 0 degrees Celsius. Let us suppose the volume is what? Volume is equal to V0. We are generalizing V0. Then we increase the temperature as we were increasing the number of years, So let us suppose that at T degrees Celsius, volume will be equal to, let us suppose it is VT. Volume will be VT. Now I am just going to use what? Now you have what? The original volume, that is as it was for original amount. You have also this statement from Charles, as you had a statement from the bank, as you had the statement from the bank. Okay, volume at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, 1 by 273 of volume at 0 degrees Celsius. So you have all the things. I want to find the VT. I want to find the VT, and VT will be equal to what? What is the equation? The original volume V naught plus T by, that means how much temperature is there. If there is 1 degree increase, then you will have 1 here. If there is 2 degree increase, you will have 2 here, divided by 273 into V naught. I hope you understand this equation. I hope you guys understand this equation. Yes or no? I don't need to explain
Yes.
it, or do I need to? Yes, all of you understand this, right? Anna, make an analogy from the bank statement. Okay, make an analogy from the bank statement. Just the same thing. It is just that you may find it a bit daunting because you have this number 273. है ना? इसलिए half से समझाया. Then we applied the same thing, the same pattern, same maths to 273 also. Please write this down now. Let me know if you're done. Then we will go towards an interesting result from this equation. Write this fast. Write this fast. How many of you are done in school with this chapter? How many of you are done in school with this chapter? No one. Razan, Khalid, Minashi, anyone? No.
No, sir.
Then which chapter is going on in your school?
Hydrocarbons.
Hydrocarbons. What about Razan? Hydrocarbons, Razan, for you also?
Yes, sir.
And state of matter is not done.
Not yet.
Okay, so I mean, they ended at organic chemistry and they started hydrocarbons. Oh. Done, everyone? Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Now please listen. We have this equation Vt is equal to V naught plus. So what we can do, we can also write Vt is equal to we can take V naught common and we can write 1 plus T by 273. T by 273. Now let us suppose we want to calculate the volume at minus 273 degrees Celsius. Vt will be equal to V naught 1 plus the value of T is minus 273 divided by 273. So this will be equal to V naught to 1 plus this will be what? Minus 1. And hence this will be equal to V naught into 0, which is equal to the volume at minus 273 degrees Celsius is equal to 0. चलिए इतना लिखिए. We are ending this class at this point, that at volume at 0 at what? We will end this class at volume at minus 273 degree. This is 0. Okay. Let me know if you're done writing this part of the equation. All of you have examinations on February